What's going on? I want to thank you for coming by to Vape with Viking. So today we got some more Shytots. Told you, Jane. We'll get it done. Luckily, I got Barbie helping me so we can get these done. See, that's what it is. I can't do what I do without Barbie. So there you go. Don't tell her that. She'll get a huge head. And there's only one huge head in this household. It's me. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do some more beverages that she does. We've got some tight-laced, which if I remember right is a tea? Yeah, something like that. And then we have a raspberry mojo, which is supposed to be a twist on a classic mojito. And then we have black mojo, which, these may or may not go down well because I don't think I've ever vaped a mojito or a heavy mint type of flavor. So this could be interesting. You could probably sit back and laugh a lot. So what we're going to put them on is, of course, red. Shytots red, shirt red, everything's red. Clutch with the coil turd RDA. You can see a little fresh cotton there, a little 30T. We're going to do tight lace first. And again, if you have no clue who Shytots are, you don't watch my stuff. You don't watch TRV. But if you want to get a hold of Jane and her amazing handmade juices straight from the UK, definitely give her a shout on Facebook or Instagram. That's the ways to get her juices. All right, that's about ready. I apologize, this first time. This is a little tricky to get together, but after this, we won't be taking the top cap off. One thing I love about the coil turd RDA, screw top. Love it, love it. It's very, very handy for dripping. If you don't want to go through the tip, just unscrew the top real quick. So tight laced. Yeah. I don't know. I've had a couple like lemon iced teas, sweet iced teas, peach iced teas here in the US. This might be just I don't know. This might be just I don't want to say generational gap, but what do you call it? Location. Cultural. There we go. This might just be a cultural thing. To me, I don't know. Doesn't have quite enough lemon, or doesn't have quite enough tea, or the tea is different. I don't know. One more shot here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big sweet tea kind of person, or Spring would say tea because they don't call sweet tea in the South. It's just tea. Or maybe I just got the diabetes. I don't know. This is very, very, very subtle. The nice thing she did do, since it is a beverage, it does have a bit of WS-23 in there, not Coolada. There is a difference between Coolada and WS-23. But that WS-23, what it does is it simulates coldness, like it's an iced drink. So even though this is a pretty hot build, these are, I believe, AJ Holland's coils right at a 0.1. It's kind of a warm vape, not hot. But even though that's a warm vape in, you still get that WS-23 cool factor in there. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, for me, it tastes like a really, really weak tea with, I don't know, not even really lemon in it, just like a drop of lemon in a big old glass. So for me, this isn't the best, but if you like lemon teas and you like something very subtle, not punch in your face, that'll definitely be good. But let's go on to the mojitos, and we'll of course do raspberry, because raspberry, blackberry, most of those dark berries, that's my jam. Blackberry jam, monster. Okay, anyway, we'll give this a shot. Now, again, if this is like the rest of her juices, because she likes to simulate what you're eating or drinking as you're vaping, this probably has a bit of WS-23 in it as well to give you that kind of chilled factor. So try this out. Now, hopefully, since there's probably mint in here, this doesn't hurt. So we'll give this a try. Raspberry mojo. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay, now I'll be honest, I'm definitely not a drinker. I've never actually had a mojito. I've seen them in movies and TV, especially what was it? I think it was like the remake of Miami Vice. I think they were doing it in there. Some movie I saw and I was like, man, those look really good. And I've seen them on other shows. Won't mention any names, but one that where some guy comes in and yells at people and tells them they suck with their bar. Yeah, big fans of that show. So I know what they look like and they sound really good. I would have to say I don't have to drink because this is what I kind of envision a mojito tasting like, except for it does have a little bit of a zing of a raspberry, but you don't get a heavy amount of sugar, which I've always seen them muddle the mint leaves in sugar. So maybe a little bit of sweetener in there might nail it. But it's definitely got a nice, refreshing mint to it, but it definitely isn't overpowering like a mint mouthwash or something like that. It's more of like a mint gum or stuff like that, breath fresheners. But you definitely got that. You got the WS23 in there because it does have a little bit of that cool factor in there, and you definitely get that hint of raspberry. So just like a mojito, you get a little bit of sugar or a lot of bit of sugar, depending on how you order it, and you get that nice refreshing mint. Of course, I don't get any alcohol flavor out of it. And then you just a little zing of raspberries, but that's really good. So let's try the black mojo. The black, I have no clue because if I'm really super stumped on one of Jane's juices, I look at her one of her menus, but it's older, so some of the juices that I'm reviewing are new enough they were not on there. So yes, I cheat. But I'm telling you what it tastes like. So hey, if I were to go out on a limb, mojo, so it's still a mojito, but it's not, of course, not a raspberry. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say black mojo is maybe black licorice mojito. I don't know. If it is black licorice, record this because I'll fall probably off the chair. I do not like black licorice at all. So we'll give that a shot. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I actually might like this better than the raspberry. I don't know what that flavor is, unless there's a difference between US black licorice and UK black licorice. I almost get a very, very subtle back note of black licorice, but when I'm vaping it, it's not what it tastes like. It's almost like spearmint. Whatever's in there, it is tweaking the mint a little bit. They give it a different depth of flavor. Maybe it is anise, which is like one of the big things of black licorice. But it is not at least US black licorice that, you either love it or you hate it. Yeah, definitely. That is nice. I like that. It doesn't seem to me that there is any WS23 in here. It doesn't have that cooling effect like the tight-laced had in it, or what I thought was in the raspberry, but that also, instead of WS23, it could have been a little bit of that raspberry tartness simulating that. So the mojos or mojitos may not have WS23 where the tight-laced does. Out of the two, shockingly enough, like I said, huge raspberry fan, but I think I kind of like the black just a bit better. They're both great. Tight-laced, like I said, wasn't a fan of that. Both the mojos are great, and I don't know. If I had to choose one, I'd probably say I'd vape the black more. So, but that's all I got today for this round of Shytots. Like I said, if you want to try these juices, give G.I. Jane or Shytots on IG or Facebook a shout. Just want to thank each and every one of you yet again for coming to Vape with the Viking. I'll check you later.